What up? Welcome back. And by welcome back, I mean I welcome myself back to the week. A nice long week ahead of us of streaming and working on Refactor. Ladies and gents, how we doing? Dan, Jack Deal, Mads, Rasterizer, Joel, my main man, coffee. It's half a cup, but it's something. Bro, I have my desk in standing mode. I can walk around. How cool is this? I can pace. Yeah. Holy shit, it feels so much better to stand up. So much more energy. God damn. Let's get to it. Focus mode in. Everything's all set. Time to rock and roll. Let's turn down the lo-fi a little bit. Get it a nice volume. What are we sitting at? You around there? What do we think, boys? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But let me know if let me know if it's off. It's the end of the song now, so you can't really tell. But once we hit the next beat drop, we'll test it, and you guys can let me know. You can scream at me if it's either too quiet or too loud, or hitting that Goldilocks zone. So what are we doing today? Well, last left off, maybe what, like a couple days ago? Was it Friday? Did I stream Saturday? I don't know if I did. But we left off doing the crafting system. We got this working. Potato seeds, you can craft this bad boy. I just did some UI stuff. I got this little tooltip going. I made a start on a UI system, actually. Porting over... I had this old system in Arcana in Jai, which I got from Ryan Flurry. So I was porting that over a little bit yesterday. Didn't do much work yesterday, just a little bit of programming. So I'm like making a start on the UI system because I need... Bro, it's such a cursed problem. I need an auto layout for this tooltip because it could have, let's see, let's find this. That's gone off the edge for some reason, but basically if there's too much words here, this will go off the bottom, right? But now the problem here being that I kind of need to know the entire height of things and how many words are in there to even like draw the background and everything and size it properly. So big problem. Only really gets solved with auto layouting because it's yeah, it's a problem. That's all right. Problem for another day, not today. Today I think it's just gonna be a game of maybe adding some content. Honestly, I don't know what to do next. I think just adding content, make the game. Yeah, I think we're back into game design mode. That's why I've titled the stream game design question mark. I think. I can't remember what I titled it, but it's something along those lines. I think it's gameplay time. Once again. Dude, I need to bring in the edge particles. We need to bring back in the edge particles. Where they at? I'm not sure where they are. I might have yeeted them. I might have yeeted them. Let's consult the all-knowing AI overlords real quick. But I think we might need to dive into source control to pull them out. Nah, I think I might have deleted it. Also, I'm thinking about making my next video on the particle system because it would be really, really quick and easy thing to do. And it might be helpful because particles, they can do a lot in terms of visual feel. Let's see. Let's just dive through the 426 commits that I've done. Need to go back to when there wasn't an open world. Probably something along these lines. There we go. Yep, they were sitting in here in the chunk void render. Which, I guess it no longer exists. Chunk void. Nope. Alright. Well, let's yoinky. Where is this going? Title update and render. No idea, but I'm just gonna copy the whole thing. Chunk. Chunk edge render PFX. Chunk edge void particles. And we've got a LSP that isn't working, which is great. I really need to figure out how to just get on like a stable version of this because I hate having to update every time I fucking wake up. Okay. What seems to be the problem, officer? You. Get chunks in view is not a thing. It should be. I don't know why it ain't. Kind of wild. How we doing today, boys? What's going on? Reading the Grimoire. Oh yeah, sick, dude. I completely forgot that was there. I have to make like a proper like little onboarding course thing for the school group, just to like show everyone like the resources and everything. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, the sound article's nice. Oh, less updates every day. Yeah, but I want to like grab like a stable version of it. Like maybe I can just point the schema, because I'm pretty sure what's happening is it's pointing this schema, which obviously gets updated every day, right? 5 head. Hold up. Let's just add like a commit hash on the end or something. How would I do that? Nope, that's not OLS. Oh, I give up. I'm pretty sure that would be how you do it, though. I don't know. Neither here nor there. Ah, delicious. All right. Get chunks in view. Like, why would I have deleted that function? That no makey sense to me. Get chunks in. Oops. God fucking damn it. There you go. Get chunks on the screen. The classic rename. Thank you. Get chunks. Right, I should have just fucking typed it out and seen the LSP auto completed. I'm a silly goose, man. Get chunks on screen. Okay, cool. Get tiles on screen. I'm gonna, I think, move this. Maybe. I made a chord space file earlier. So I think I might move everything over to that. Perhaps. So I literally just rewrote functions. Get view rect, center, cam pause. That's just the camera. camera view, so I guess it makes sense. Okay, good enough. A bit of code shuffling. Okay, better. What now? Get chunk. Trying to see if the chunk is unlocked. Drawing erect. Which I think this turn that off for now, because that might not actually work anymore. Alright, so now I'm looping over all of the chunks to see what I find. Well, I think I might go reference the recent chunk interaction thing I did. Loop through all unlocked chunks and then grab them at the borders. That's what I'm doing here. Which, yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I'm doing here as well. So, unlock chunks. Chunk. Pause. Chunk is unlocked. Then we continue. Wait. No, this is already. We're looping through all the unlocked ones. Okay. I'm gonna not bother reworking this and just keep it as is. We'll just patch things up. Neighbor chunk isn't unlocked. If it isn't unlocked. Neighbor chunk isn't unlocked. Yes. Okay. Length. Winelg. There we go. Is that it? Are we chill now? We got it. Not quite. Oh, I'm not calling the function. So what do I want to call this? Particle update and render. Maybe like right here. Why not? There we go. We're cooking. Just gotta make it look not shit, because this is no longer a straight line, because it's using the new tile rendering. So I think I just gotta like add a bit of a little bit more of a oomph to it. Chunk length pixels. Yeah. No, maybe. Not sure. I'm pretty sure it's just this as like, no. Oh God. Let's figure this out. Star pose. Getting a vector along the length and then stepping along it. So this is really it, maybe, the start corner. I've done it in such a weird way. I wonder if I could have a direction, because I think the offset here is like the direction, I believe. So I could probably use that. I wonder. If I take that in, it's a good sign. Yeah, look, perfect. Okay, so yeah, I just gotta fucking take that out by like maybe 2. There we go. Oh, yeah. We're so back, dude. We are so back. That's huge. Good particle effect goes a long way. Tremendous. All right, that's a dub. Let's get that up. Return of the void particles. Okay. We are cooking indeed. Draw rect direct and draw rect actually, the classics. Yes, sir. Yup. Use Vim motions? I used to. I don't anymore. I don't anymore because the VS Code extension is dog, bro. It's like really bad. All right. Let's see. So, next up, I think it's fucking gameplay time, dude. Holy shit. This is gonna be sick. Alright, so I want some tools. I want a hoe. I want lots of hoes. Alright. Watering can. Hoe and a watering can. Don't ask why. Just go with it. Now I can finally have a description that isn't like 3 words long because we got text wrapping. Huge. And let's add in a little bit of flavor. Where is that? What do we think? Keep it in. It's getting shipped. Alright. Let's see. So now we gotta give it a, I think, a crafting recipe. Well, it has a crafting recipe. It needs a category, I think, to actually show up. I believe. So we can keep reusing the crafting recipes. Yeah, look at that. Huge. I just made a hoe. Wow. It's that easy. Bro, this offset is crazy. It was wild. Alright, I need to like not rotate these guys. Let me try that real quick. Let's bring back the watering can as well though. Set up watering can. This guy hasn't had a recipe for a long ass time. Let's bring him back. The OG, man. Flint and fiber apparently. A wild recipe, but sure. Gotta give it a bit of flavor. It's a can that waters things. That could also just be the description. Say how the description's how it's used. Used for watering crops. Okay. Well, what next? IDK, bro. IDK. I love some fiber so I could craft that. There we go, watering can. I don't have a dried version of this soil, I don't think. So I'm gonna have to fix that. But we should be able I don't know what I was gonna say. I got distracted by a crash. Right, this is in the update. Which is fine. I just need to give it a quad space, which I'm not sure if this will work. I mean, it should. It'll just use the lost camera position. It should be fine. That should fix the crash, I think. Yeah, there we go. Nice. It's delayed by a frame, but you can't even tell. Okay. Huge. Tremendous dub ski, bro. What now? Dude, I'd love to have a sprinkler. That'd be hype. Sprinkler system, man. That'd be tight. That'd be pretty fucking tight. Yeah, because we don't have a visual on the water right now. So, should probably fix that. Let me also fix this fucking rotate thing. Kind of sucks. pull that into item so it's not baked. Okay. I think we'll do held item data dot rotation offset for horizontal. Something like that. Here we go. We're back, dude. Kind of being held in a weird spot, but it's alright. This is redundant. I could totally merge this into one. I think I'm kind of stupid for not doing that. I don't know why I wanted this second thing. I think maybe because it would be nice to hover. Or yeah, because later on we're going to have things that are locked and you won't know what they are, so you'll be able to hover it and like get a tip for what it is, maybe. Yeah. Because like, if you have an item in here, you kind of want to be able to hover it to get a tooltip on the item. So you can see where it is, if you're missing something. Like what it is, even. Maybe. Anyway. Watering can and hoe. Okay, yeah, so I definitely need something like the wet and dry render. Otherwise it's gonna make no sense. Tile set heaven. Let's go. My favorite. So where is this guy? 'Cause Farmland. Here we go. So yeah, right now it's just drawing the farmland, but we need a farmland wet and a farmland dry. That's what we need. What drops look cool? Oh yeah, it's another particle effect. That's another nice example. Should make a list. Do you ever release that other game you made? Demon Knives? Yeah. Yeah, it's out there. Or maybe you're talking about Arcana. That's technically out there. It's just as a demo. But I need to like just do a free release for it, I think. But I'm a little bit too lazy. Yeah, both done dusted. I read chat every half an hour. Yeah. Yeah. Now the annoying thing about A-Spray is you can't just duplicate this. It's kind of a little annoying. So I'm gonna have to, God, I can't even remember. So if I just duplicate that, then I think it might fuck things up. Unless it's been updated, then that would be huge. Yeah, it shares the tile set, which is fucking irritating. So I've got to be a bit more caveman. That's how I go about this. What I do is I just make a new tile set. Farmland wet. And now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and blah, blah, blah. So now I just go through one by one. Modify, create new ones. There we go. Be very careful about the order of this. There we go. So that should match the other one now. Which is cool. So I guess I probably just go through and maybe like copy paste it across. I don't know. I'll try something. Wonder if this will work. Yeah, I think that did. It's huge. All right, so I got a new tile set. Kind of just do whatever I want with this now. Let's see. IDK. Desk lowering has been completed. Oh, my green screen's kind of fucked. How can I solve this? Who cares? Who cares, man? This is professional quality, alright? Good enough for me. Good enough for me, man. Oh man, that was a workout. If you were to outsource one aspect of game dev, what would it be? Engine. Engine. Yeah. Because I enjoy art, I enjoy sound design, I enjoy gameplay programming and game design and everything. I don't enjoy engine because it doesn't really make a game. You just use an engine or have someone else be an engine programmer. But yeah. Which is pretty much what you're doing right now, Ben. I am practically your engine programmer. Successfully outsourced. Okay. But then beyond that, I don't really know. Really know what I would outsource. I mean, in the past, I've worked with like artists, music peeps, even like people who were doing the gameplay programming for me, and I was just doing design. And I think, yeah, that's like how you scale up ultimately and make bigger and bigger things, which, you know, is something to look forward to in the future. But right now, where I'm at, like, the people on the project isn't really the bottleneck. The bottleneck is just all in the idea and making something that's fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's also something to be said about like not working with an artist until you can first make half decent prototype art, because until you do that, you don't want to be bottlenecked by the artist for making new content and new assets. You want to be able to make something that looks kind of half decent and like get the shape correct and the feel correct in the game before, you know, being able to hand that off to an artist so they can like basically take this and make it look better, right? But in my case, I also enjoy the art, so I just kind of, I'm down to clown, dude. I could probably use that color, maybe. It's a way bit funky. Kind of like an in-between color. I might have to break the color palette here. Maybe. Might have to break the color palette. That is alright. So you need an in-between of these two. There we go. That should work. So we've got Farmland, Farmland wet. Export tile set. It's a lovely, lovely tile set. I'm pretty sure it's just called Farmland. Yeah, Farmland underscore tile set. Okay. Now let's get the other one. Farmland underscore wet tile set. Beauty. Alright, let's do it. Engine program has done a good job. Yeah. That's fucking 3 or 4 years of not making games right there. Learning how to fucking engine program. Ultimately, I'm very grateful that I spent those years doing that. But also a little bit fed up at this point with engine programming. The main problem with engine programming is if you're not actually working on a game or with a gameplay programmer, then you just make tools for the sake of making tools, and they're not actually useful. That's like the main problem. Devlogs 3 years ago, what you been up to? You know me, man, making games. That's pretty much it. I stopped making good devlogs, and I'm like, all right, well, how about I just make some games, man? So I've been on that grind. Yes, sir. All right, let's. I gotta figure out how I can draw these tile sets separately now. So right now it's defaulting to whatever the tile set image is, which is this guy over here. But this is no longer true. This is no longer true. This is needed to pass a check, but it's overridden in the call site. Okay. Let's also say that. It's more or less going to be this. So if tile kind is equal to tilde, then we draw the tile set tilde, oh sorry, farmland tile set, farmland wet, depending on and style kind is equal to the self and wet end time is equal to 0. And this one is not equal to 0. That should just work if I haven't fucked things up. Yeah, there we go. Huge. Looks a bit weird, but it's fine. Possible, dare I say. Ooh. Ooh, we got some taters. Oh, 20 gold. That's nice. Me likey. Me likey very much. Yeah, this is nice. I feel it's pretty good. Very clear what's wet and what's not. These guys definitely need like a little shadow though. Wonder if I could provide them with that. I wonder. I think I might just want to get rid of that. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I want to offset it though by like... Oh, actually I don't know what I want to do. Just leave that, honestly, that'll be fine. Good enough for me, dude. Let's get rid of these little gaps. So there's no longer nighttime in the game. Well, there is. It's just not really game design now because we're not gonna have enemies. At least for a while, I don't think. So... I mean, we could. I already have weapons and shit in, so... Just have, like, things attack from the void at nighttime. It should be fine. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Does complicate things a bit. I'm trying to think. This current plan is just to make this a cozy game. I'm trying to think if I should go back on that. No. I don't think I'm going to go back on it. I think I'm going to trust my past self. And just completely remove the threat of nighttime. And I can add it back in later on after I make this game feel good. If I want. So we can get rid of that. Transition length 10 seconds. We can actually increase this now. I'll keep the day-night cycle in just because it'll add a bit of visual interest. I think. God, this edge is really pissing me off. How do I recreate that? It's just because it's too round, I think. Maybe. Needs to be on the thickest side. Actually, it would be nice if I just drew the wet side of things just on top. Maybe. Tobiathan, thank you for the prime, my man. I completely forgot those were a thing. Crazy. No, I have to keep these separate because then maybe bad things will happen. I don't know. Alright, no, this is the dual grid, so yeah, shit would fuck up if I tried to overlay. So I would need to have a different... Actually, I have no idea. No idea at all. Oh, I'm just gonna keep them separate for now. I need to figure out how the hole is happening. So grass and then that. Okay. Pretty sure these are the same shape as everything. Yeah, which worries me a bit. Because I have to update the shape across all of them. It's kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. I'm going to try and create a simple example. Real quick. Now this is why the tile system in Sprite's good. You can kind of sketch out different combinations of things. Where the fuck is the... Yes. Okay, and now let's grab... I guess the grass will do. I think it's... Don't know exactly. It would be something like this, right? Maybe. How's it happening again? Punched in like that. Okay. It's weird because there's no gaps there. Or, hold up. Still no gaps. Am I getting something wrong? this goes straight down. Straight down the side, but straight down the side, but it's punched in. Okay. So this turns into this. Aha, there it is. There's the fucker. Alright, so 2 options. Grass bigger or this bigger. Not sure. Not sure. Man, I wish I could apply the shape to all of these at the same time, because this is gonna suck. I wonder if there's a way to do that. I don't know. Really have no idea. No idea. Man, I need a script for re-exporting all these at the same time. This sucks. But it is what it is. Grass forest. I think I'll just try and nail the grass plains, to be honest. 'Cause the forest doesn't really exist anymore. Alright, that did not fix the hole. Alright, I'm gonna commit. Wait, I just exported the wrong one. God fucking damn it. There we go, solved one of them. But it's still coming up short because that's getting rounded out. Like so. I think this is probably a Farmland skill issue, maybe. Man, I need a script for this. This sucks. I wonder if I could try and figure one out. I'm just a little bit scared because might be too hard. Maybe my existing one works. I doubt it, but maybe it does. Farmland. Yeah, so it exports it like this. Which is not it. It's just taking literally what it is. I wonder if I can detect that it's a tile set and do some stuff. Because this would really speed up the workflow of designing the tiles. Where the fuck is the script? Nothing recent. Bro, where the fuck is the script reference? API reference. Okay, we're cooking. Export tile set. Okay. That's one piece of the puzzle. The other piece is just detecting that we have a tile set selected. Let's check the layout. Is tile map. Okay. Layer export. Active layer. Is tile map. How do I do a little printy winty? Well, how about I just run this and see if it does anything. Generate a sprite sheet, which it should not be doing that. Okay. Active layer is tile map. Is this even working? Let's see. Alright, something's fucked. Hello? Oh, it's on G7 export? I'm fucking dumb. Okay. These basically the same thing. Yeah, basically the same thing, I think. Okay. What happens if I kill you, good sir? Okay, now we're cooking. I wonder if it still works though. I'm gonna assume that. Yeah, it's all good. Okay. All right. So we got the tile set. Now I think I can just call this guy export tile set. And we'll see. Because that would be fucking huge if this worked, dude. Like, oh my god. I might need to fuck around with this a bit, but let's see. Let's see if it just uses the right thing. Oh. I definitely did something. Farmland. It's like half running it. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Or UI false. Okay. Let's see. Texture file name. fn.png. Yes. There might be some other stuff, but we're generating farmland. Farmland. Okay, something fucked up. How the fuck do I debug this? I need to figure out how to print stuff. I don't think the print works by itself. Could try. Farmland tile set. Maybe that's why. Why is it double slashing there? Fuck it, we ball. That's wild. Oh shit. Dude, I think we're cooking. Why didn't that work earlier? Bro, that's totally working. The fuck? That's insane. Where is the data for the padding, though? I'm a bit scared about that. I think I might just be reusing my settings, which might suck a little bit. Borders, inner padding. Yeah, let me see if I can put that inside properly. Let me see. Bro, I think we're cooking though. That's huge. I didn't realize it would be that easy. Knock on wood. I hope I didn't just fluke that. In a pad. Inner padding. Inner padding equal 1. Actually, let's make it 5. All right. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Drum roll, please. Yeah. All right. Dude, we're fucking cooking. A-Sprite script upgrade now supports tile sets. Bro, this is the fucking biggest dub of the day so far. That's huge. That's huge. I can now quick export the fuck out of these, bro. That is amazing. We can just go bang, bang. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Bro, why is this called Grass Farmland Tile Set? Hello? Fucking squeeze me, man. What happened there? Cooking. We're cooking hard, dude. That's huge. All right. So, that's tremendous. What do I do with that? Well, now I can just kind of hone these tile sets a bit easier. Whoops. Forgot to re-export this guy. There we go. So, yeah, the corner is still fucked up. Mainly because I think the top left is just lacking. That would be my guess. Space tab. Yeah, that's what it looks like, right? %. Or what's the height on this guy? 9. Only 8. It should be fine. Plug the hole. Let's go. All right, one more over here. And it's the bottom left. And top right. Mainly. Or, actually, I think it's the right side here. Right there, if I had to guess. That's one. Yeah, no. Fuck me, that's okay. Swing and a miss. Fuck, what is that then? Oh, wait. Might be the bottom here. Let's see. Dude, it's so much faster. Yes, look at that. All right. Now bottom left. Bottom left. So this guy here. I had to guess it was this. Nope. This guy, maybe. There we go. Huge. But now it's gotten rid of a bit of the character. So maybe that's not the play? I don't know. Why is this edge so hard? I think it's just going straight over the top of the grass. Oh, now that I think about it. I've been editing the shape, but I haven't edited the shape of the grass. That's the problem. I wish there was a way I could just not care about that. I wonder. That'd be a bit too much work, I think. Bit too much work. I'm just gonna do one of these. Call it a day. Right, that's probably where that's going wrong. Maybe. Look at that, GG. GG, well played. That bottom line is too straight. Let's give it a bit of oomph. Might be a little bit too much oomph. Ah, good enough. What now? Now that I fixed that, I'm sure there's more holes, but should be where I'm at. I would like to figure out where the little script is. I might not even have it, honestly. Well, I do need it in here. Sprite asset export.lua. There we go. There we go. Tremendous. Gotcha. Shroom crops for night farming? True, that'd be a good idea. Bring carrot back? We actually will. Now that it's cozy farming time. Make a generic shape mask, clip the other ways on it. That's what I was thinking. Because then, like, you could just draw things with big blocks, and then, like, you just texture it. So the blocks would always remain constant. But then you would have just one that would be the mask. But it would be a little bit too much work for not that much benefit right now. So I'm going to table it. I will table it. Mushta ALJ, what up, homie? Alright, what now? I think it's time for more game. I think it's time for more swag game. That's what I think. Or actually, something cool that I want to try right now. This guy could get animated. I did a bit of work on the UI system. This guy. If I just wrap this. Then I think it should be good. The main problem is like getting data from outside, which kind of sucks. I could just do one of these. So all it really needs is volume, chunk pause. That's kind of it. Could also use a pointer, but should be right. What is happening? Clean. Look at that. I have married the swagness of I'm GUI with the litness of some kind of retained mode UI, and they've had a baby. Now it's pretty easy to program and also extremely easy to do animations. It's a little sus. It is. I'll admit it. But I'll take a little sus and looking good over the alternative any day. That's huge. I would technically need to print this because I might... This might be weird if we go really quickly from one to the other. Yeah, you'll see it just skip over. So if I do a simple tprint, because this is the hash that gets used. Well, that's a problemo, isn't it? Keep free. Okay. I think it's because I'm not copying the key. No, I am. Wait, when's that actually happening? Yeah. Curious why that's happening. I think I might just be if key in elements already, do that. If not, clone key. Can you call delete on a string, or do you have to call free? Do you have to do that? Right. Bro, what the fuck? Alright, something wild's happening. Okay. What the fuck is happening? Oh, the joys of state. The joys of state. I understand, like, the key should be fine. It's getting cloned in. Well, I could ignore the problem for now. Because that seemed to be working. That seemed to be working just fine. My favorite way of solving problems. Pretend they don't exist. Huge. Tremendous. Okay, what now? Well, we're growing shit. I guess let me just do a delete and play the game. The fuck happened there? I think it was a thing spawning over the top of another thing. Wild. Alright, so the game's like basically unbalanced as fuck right now. Time to balance? Question mark, question mark? So that unlock sound, that ain't doing shit, bro. You get rid of that. I also need to teach the C button. Bro, why is that happening? Seems to be a very common occurrence. Wild. Okay, what's the bottleneck? Not having a C tutorial. I think. And then... I don't really know. Get rid of that unlock. Item sound. Need a crafting widget.